Dr. Sella here, and here's the best advice I would give for rapid change. Like if you take over a program with the triple option offense, this is the best advice I would give for rapid change. Number one, you are going to have kids there in the summer. You have to have kids there in the summer, and you got to be able to teach them how to run the zone dive, how to run mid-triple, how to run trap, how to run down, and how to run the rocket. You got to have that installed before you start official practice. You have to throw the ball in the summer. You have to run switch, vert, tighten. Now, you don't have to do 7-on-7. 7-on-7 is useless in this offense. I've made enough videos about that. But you got to have this stuff installed before you start official state practice. Now, about 10 years ago, there was a massive quantitative research study done on habit forming. If you do everything right, and I mean everything right, and you are as close to perfect in terms of your organizational management as God will allow you to be, and you get cooperation from your players, you can form habits in 18 days. It'll take 18 days to form habits. Now, what that generally means is you're going to need probably 4 to 5 weeks of consistent, deliberate, intentional practice of the concepts we just discussed. That you go in, the players know what to do, and you do it 18 straight days of practice. That's the minimum it's going to take. Now, in a competitive environment to which you're involved, you have to create habits fast. So to create habits fast, you have to know exactly what you're doing at all 11 positions. You have to have time in the summer to work with kids so that they know what they're doing, because when the first official day of practice starts, if you do everything right, now God's not going to allow you to be perfect, but if you do everything right, you can get a habit formed in 18 days of practice. Habits are formed generally in 66 days. It can take as long as 254 days. You probably don't have 254 days, you'll get fired. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure. But this is why, and I stress this in every video, you got to know what you're doing now. You got to know what you're doing 5 minutes ago. You don't have time to figure things out. That's why people become my client, because I have everything figured out, not because of me, but because I just go with the data. I don't take any chances with my clients' careers. I give them the best data. And right now, Air Force is doing things better than they've ever been done in the triple option world. They do more with less than anybody's ever done. I don't mess around with your career. This is why you hire me, we get to work, you get started, you run 18 practices where you script exactly what you're going to run in the game. You'll be ready to go. You can get it done in 18 days of practice. But you got to be precise. And you got to be unwavering. And if you hesitate, it sets you back. So you got to go with zone dive, mid-triple, trap, down, rocket, vert, switch, tighten. You got to practice all those concepts. And you gotta know how to coach all 11 positions, and you got to get it done. Because you can create habits in 18 days, but you got to be precise. Average habits take 66 days. At the longest, it'll take 254 days. But you can do it. But it's so important to know exactly what you're doing the right way the first time on day one. And you're going to need a little time in the summer so that kids know where to go on day one. Then they can practice the craft for 18 straight days of practice. And you need 18 straight days of practice at a minimum to create the great habits that you're going to need to maximize your chances of success in 2023. Now, if you want to get closer to winning and you want to have that turnaround and you want to be the alpha dog at your school or you want the better job, give me a call. My number's on the thumbnail of this video, so is my website. The Triple Option Football Academy for $997 is going to show you how. You get it for 2 years. You get the 3-step clinic, over 100 hours of drill video, 50 plus hours of past clinics. I do a webinar with you and your staff. I'm on call 24 hours a day and much more. But it all starts with you pick up the phone, give me a call. And then there's the Triple Option Football Academy camps. You get the academy, plus I do the installation at your school for 3 days this spring or summer. Give me a call. Later.